Scott, you've experienced loads of things at Old Trafford and loads of goals and great moments, but scoring twice in stoppage time to win the game. How does that one compare?
Yeah, I think that was the best. Obviously, unfortunately, my mum and dad weren't here today, so yeah, typical. But no, obviously that was so special, and obviously for the team, like I said in previous interview, then it's important that the team kicks on now, because moments like that can almost change the dynamic of things once you come back from the international break as well.
Boss, I guess that's why they called it the theatre of dreams, and end like that.
Oh, fabulous. Well, what an atmosphere in the end, and that vibe definitely helped us. But you see in the whole game, the fans sticking behind us. They kept us keep going, but also the character of the team, they have to do it. And they did it. They kept going with a plan, and finally we got rewarded. So you have to make your own look. And yeah, that is what we did today, but you have to bring it every game on the pitch.
Bruno, can you just take us into the dressing room, what it's like in there after such a dramatic finish?
Relief, happiness, and obviously I think we all agree that we deserve this result, because during the 90 minutes I think we controlled the game really well. We could have scored in the first half, we didn't, and obviously we know that we are in a moment when we don't score, we concede a goal, and after is always going to go behind the result. But today we get that, we get the 3 points, we get the two goals from Scott at that last minute, and was a really good result for us, because we needed to get the 3 points today.
I mean, tell us what it feels like, particularly when that winner goes in. We'll never experience how that feels. So how does it feel when the place suddenly is alight when you know you've got the winner?
Yeah, I can't put into words the feeling that I had when the second one went in. That was like, it was an out of body experience, really, to be fair. And it was funny because I was watching David Beckham's documentary last night, and you see all the history and the people behind the club, and that's what the lads do it for. And that's who it means most to. Kath on reception, the kitmen, from everyone, yourself to the interviewers. It's so important that we all come together, and that's what it means at this football club, that we do it for the people, and the people who've been coming to this football club for many years, and that's the same as me. I'm a fan, so I want us to do well.
87th minute you came on. What was the message? What was your plan when you came on?
Score, like we had to make something happen, and I think that was probably the direct message, was go on and show yourself. And I've been speaking to Darren Fletcher and Mitchell, the coaches, and that's what they say, like whenever you get the opportunity, go and show yourself. And that's what I've been trying to do in training as well, and show the manager that I'm capable of moments like that. And long may it continue in the future if we can come together as a team and start performing how we know we can.
Could this be a sort of a turning point in the campaign?
This has to be a turning point. First of all, we have to realize we have to step up. We have to do things better, and it can't be that you every time you're following facts, and that game management that has to improve. Like today, when we were in the game and you give so easy a goal away by rushing in situations, then you're following facts, and then it's very difficult against a good organized opponent like Brentford to get that turning point and to get a goal to come into the game. But how long the game's going, of course, the risk is you're getting into more rush, and you lose completely control of the game. But it didn't happen. Well, we kept going with a plan. We bring the balls in the box. Finally, we get more numbers in the box, and finally we got rewarded.
This is obviously a famous place for late goals and late turnarounds, but could you see this coming? It was already 93 minutes on the clock before the equalised.
That's what the manager is always saying about the subs. I think last year was the team with the most goals from players coming from the bench, and this has to be the mood for everyone that comes out of the bench. You know, I know it's difficult to be on the bench. Everyone wants to play, everyone wants to play long spells. But Scott came on for 5 minutes and he scored 2 goals. And as you said, like it's Fergie time at United. It's quite normal to score at this time of the game, and a part of being Fergie time has to be an academy player scoring too. So Scott gave us the win today, and we are really happy for him, because, as I said, a part of the 2 goals is the desire and the togetherness that we had during the whole game, and the effort that everyone that came on into the game put to help the team. That was really good.
It's only one result, but I just wonder how that can change the season and the feeling of the season and all of the stuff that you can constantly hear about United all the time. Can that change it a moment like that?
Yeah, we're in our own bubble, and obviously at this football club you have to be in your own bubble, because the pressure to play well, to score goals is immense, and the people demand results. And for us at the minute, we just need to block all that out and obviously know that we can do better, not be naive and think that we're doing great when we're not. And I feel like now's the time things like that can catalyst moments to go and push forward, I think.
And 93 minutes and 97 minutes, which obviously is quite remarkable. But overall, when you look at it, do you think it was a deserved win?
They were obviously well organised and they had a lot of players behind the ball, and we were watching thinking that this is a tough game. It's not easy against any team in the Premier League now, especially teams like that who are so well organised and together. But you have to bide your time, you have to pick your moments, and that's what this club's about, never giving up.
But can this change the season, the feeling of the season, stop the noise that always follows Manchester United, a turnaround like this?
No, it's Man United. We'll never stop the noise. Even if you win 10 games in a row, there will be noise around something else. This club is massive, and we have to be aware of that. If you want to play for a club like this, you have to be aware of that. You have to be capable to deal with that, and understand that the most important thing is the noise that comes from the dressing room, into the dressing room, by the players, by the staff, by the club, and obviously we know that together with the support of our fans, because as again we saw it today, we're losing the game. We know it's some boos every time. That's quite normal, but you see when we get 1-1, how they get behind us and they believe with us to get the result, and that's what is important for us.
This place has been such a fortress for so long. I think it's 31 unbeaten until recently. Is it important to get that back again, and could this help?
Has to be, because we know that everyone, when it comes to play at Old Trafford, has to feel that it's not a good place to come. It's a good stadium to come, but it's not a good place to play and not a good team to play against. And we have to get back that feeling that we are an aggressive team. We are a team that when we play at home, it's difficult to beat and it's difficult to get something from you.
Scott has always had a goal in him, but when he came on in the 87th minute, what were your instructions to him?
Score 2 goals. No, a bit of you can't expect that. But you know, with Scott, you get drive on the pitch, you get energy on the pitch, and he can make a goal. He can arrive, and his willingness is very strong, and his feeling for this club is very strong. It is with all his heart. So he will always defend the colours of this club, and he earns absolutely the badge.
Everyone's seen you score goals internationally, which is a great feeling as well. Now you're turning it to club form. When you look at your overall goal-scoring form for club and country this season, it must give you a lot of confidence whenever you play for club or country.
Yeah, but obviously that's important to get in the box and score goals, and you want to contribute as much as you can in that respect. And it's opportunity. That's probably the most important thing, is playing and helping the team whenever you can.
Well done today. Thanks, mate. Finally, international break now. No rest for you, but I mean, chance to play for your country, which you always enjoy.
Yeah, it's something really special and important, obviously playing for your country, and I will play in my hometown too, so having family and friends around to see the game is always something nice, and represent your country is nothing better than that, because I think for me it's the peak of your career, because you always dream to play football, you always dream to play in certain clubs. I think when you play in certain clubs you always want to achieve the national team. That is where the best Portuguese players normally used to be, so I'm really proud to be part of that, and now it's time to get there my head and get good results to get the qualification done.
Well, enjoy it. Thank you very much. People obviously talk about United all the time, but the spirit of the side, what we saw today, what does that say about the spirit of the team?
It tells me I'm very proud of that after all the setbacks we have, that is not easy for a team to deal with the dressing room. But then you see that the dressing room is connected, and they will fight for each other. But we have to do it always. And we really made it as an issue after last defeat against Galatasaray, where we let each other down on certain occasions, and it can't be. And when you play a game, you have to be for 95 or 100 minutes in a game.
Finally, boss, is it in a way good to have an international break now, or would you rather keep playing, or maybe you could get some other players back?
Of course, you want to build on this and to keep going. But yeah, it is what it is, and you have to deal with it. But I just sat in the dressing room, see it as a turning point, but we have to reset, come back with energy, and we have to step up in levels.